Hello and welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. Today we have a talk to do, but then I don't entirely know what we have to do because we have no quests sitting for us. So I think we do this talk, we do a mission, and we're ready to go. So, well, let's not waste any time, shall we? Let's go to the post-banquet talk. The operation was a huge success, but I never would have guessed we'd run straight into Yoshiki.
Oh?
Hey, where's Toshiro? He went off on his own to think about things. I can't say I blame him. That raging weirdo turning out to be his father. No way he could just immediately accept that. Or accept it. We should let him be for now, though we'll need to ask about the details later.
Excuse me.
Now that I've had the opportunity to see you up close, I can see all of you really are quite skilled. My long-held hope to take down Yoshiki has never felt more real. Maybe we could have handled things a little smarter though. It was a complete frenzy at the end.
What about...
Still, I'm glad it all turned out well. I wish I could have seen everyone's acting. How did things go with you? Well, it's all thanks to a hell of a performance by Ann.
Right.
Her depiction of heavy drunkenness was a sight to behold. It was so authentic, I broke into a cold sweat. Oh, stop. All this praise is gonna make me blush. Actually, Lady Ann, I think they're being sarcastic. How did your group do? Seems like it'd be tough getting out of trouble in those outfits.
well...
Oh, haha, yeah, I don't quite remember everything that happened, but it was incredible, and Mako-chan's disguise was so gorgeous. Just looking at an Aizen squad member would make their faces turn red and their knees shake. Their faces were red because they were drunk. I'm pretty sure they were shaking for different reasons. Still, I'm relieved to hear of your success. It's nice to know that Toshiro-san has such reliable allies beside him. Are you worried about Toshiro? Excuse me. It's not that I'm concerned for him. It's simply that at heart I think Toshiro-san is a very kind person.
Yes, that's right.
He doesn't always seem the most reliable, but he certainly has the guts to do what's important when needed. Now, it could be that she... I've forgotten the lady on the left's name. Okay, it could be that she is his heart's or his cognition's version of his kindness. Right? It could be that, and that's countering his father. Just as we think that Erina could be his rebelliousness. But I'm not sure. We're still a little bit in the dark. I'm kind of like... I'm souring on the old theories, but I don't have anything to replace them with. Is that what you mean when you say he's kind? I think I might have to take a page out of his book for that one. That's right, Erina-san. It's Yuki. Okay. And whenever Toshiro-san seems like he might stray, please be sure to guide him back.
Huh?
Oh, sure. If there's anything I can do for him, I will. Well then, everyone, thank you for your hard work, and please get some rest. After a break, let's sort out what's happened until now.
We can do this.
There's a lot we've learned. It's time to get started. Hey, 3 GP. Okay, let's see what we want to level. White out. Have a little look at, that's the wrong one. Prep. Have a little look at our skills. Anyone got any skills? I mean, you don't have any skills. You grab a 15-point skill, but what I can also do is I can take away the HP. Maybe give you some better stuff here. Maybe just increase the damage of your Garu skills. Here you have 15 remaining. Could take that away to give you some extra stuff. No, let's give you this. Let's moderately increase the damage of fire. You're okay, so I think I'm going to give you HP. You have nothing, but I could get rid of this one and then maybe give you Cyodyne. Or I could give you the charge if it's good. Range attack by 1 square. I guess that's okay for a charge. We want charge to be things that are useful if they... Ooh, we definitely want this. Greatly increased range attack for all allies. So now we have increased speed and great range attacks. That's good. But yeah, we want charge to be things that would be useful on a turn after having done nothing. So a little increase to range for a character who has really short range. I can see how that would be useful. It would let them get into range on the next turn. Follow-up can activate twice. That's fantastic. You have 55. We could go HP here. Yeah, we're not quite. I think we want this one next, probably, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We're almost at that, actually. Okay. Oh, and an Erina. Follow-up can activate twice. Yeah, definitely. That's what we want. Cool. Think we're happy with that. Double check we have no quests.
We'll come back again
No
later.
quests. Okay.
I should write that
Do
down.
a little save. And let's mission. Let's go.
Okay, let's go over the situation.
Wait, where's Yuki-san? Yuki-san went out into town. She wanted to check on the people we freed.
She's quite kind-hearted, isn't she? We can tell her everything later.
So, Toshiro, will you tell us what's going on?
Yes. Just as he said, Yoshiki is my father. I remember everything. He is Yoshiki Kasukabe, a current member of the Diet.
Huh? Your old man's a politician too?
Kasukabe. He's a Diet member who doesn't attract much attention, but he's had a long-standing career. I've heard he even has a reputation for consensus building within his party.
Yes, some people call him Buddha Kasukabe, in admiration of his serene temperament. On the surface, that is. My father is obsessed with political power.
That is a cool shot. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Not being one for the spotlight, he tended to shy away from publicity. Which is why he sought to fulfill his desires by making me Prime Minister. When I was a child, he raised me very strictly. Not just academically. He drilled me on political etiquette and controlled my social interactions. If I failed to comply with his demands, he wouldn't hesitate to raise his hand against me. Even as a child, there were moments when I resented being born to such a family.
You couldn't rebel?
My father's word was absolute. The thought of rebelling never even crossed my mind. Moreover, I had no one else to turn to.
What about your mom? She didn't help you?
A mention of a mother. Now that's interesting because they could have left it out entirely, but they've specifically mentioned it. Now, one of our theories was that Yuki could be his mom. You know, could potentially be something like that, or a cognitive version of it. It's a thought.
My mother was very frail. She passed away when I was little.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not, though.
It's all right. To be honest, I can barely remember her. Never mind. It's nothing.
So Yuki could be his mom. Interesting.
Anyway, I eventually became a Diet member by riding on my father's coattails. Even now, I simply do what my father tells me to do. That still hasn't changed. Given my history, it's rather laughable that I could forget him.
However, there's something I still don't understand. From your father's perspective, you were always an obedient son. So, why was he so upset with you?
He was so desperate to find you that he even said you were a wanted criminal.
He seemed awfully enraged about something you ran off with. What was that about?
My father actually is a criminal. Following Representative Shido's downfall, my father finally decided to take action. He laid the groundwork to ensure that I would be nominated as the Prime Minister.
I don't really get this stuff, but is it really that easy to do?
Not under normal circumstances. However, my father took advantage of the political turmoil that's been going on since last year. He employed shady characters to intimidate representatives he had dirt on. He also went about wheeling and dealing a large amount of Marier's family's financial resources.
If that's true, then he's guilty of extortion, blackmail, and bribery. All criminal offenses. And you're sure of this?
I have documents he forged, voice recordings, and other hard evidence as well. I had a hunch my father rigged the election, which is why I investigated. I still have the evidence which I secretly stole on hand.
So, all you have to do is go public with that, and he can't control you anymore.
I couldn't muster the courage to blow the whistle on him.
But it could explain, if we think that it's his father and potentially Marie who were involved in causing this cognitive world to appear and try and control him, it could explain why they did it, because they would think that he could potentially rebel, and they can't allow that.
My father's schemes were not out of the ordinary in the political world. Ending the political confusion with steady leadership was in everyone's best interest, is what I kept telling myself. It's truly a shameful story. This was an inexcusable crime. Though unqualified, I'm still a Diet member, and this is a grave betrayal of the people's trust.
Well, setting that aside for now, I think I finally get the gist.
Okay. Yoshiki Kasakabe, Toshiro's father and an incumbent Diet member. Though sometimes called Buddha Kasakabe, his real nature is the polar opposite. So great was his obsession with power that he resorted to backroom criminal dealings. Toshiro has evidence of Yoshiki's crimes, but has yet to publicly indict his father. Okay. Also, I was just curious. So that leaves us with this. There's only 5 names. Interesting.
Yoshiki thinks you hid that evidence, so he's trying to get it back, right?
No. I thought so too at first, but something still doesn't make sense. It's very unlikely that my father knows I stole the evidence of his crimes. First of all, he didn't show any signs of panic about his misdeeds potentially being exposed.
But it doesn't matter whether he knows or not necessarily, although it would break the reason for him to do this. If this is a world made up of Toshiro's cognition, Toshiro knows. So that would explain why people would see him that way, because he sees himself that way?
Furthermore, I doubt the thought of me betraying him would have even crossed his mind.
But why is he after you then?
That's because... It might be because I thought that he knew about it. The thought of my father questioning me about the evidence I stole fills me with terror.
Uh-huh.
In other words, I think he knows because that's how I perceived it to be.
Aha! We're getting some answers, confirming some things.
So, if Toshiro's perception is reflected in Yoshiki, then that means...
Someone clue me in here.
Then that means this kingdom is born out of Toshiro's cognition.
As was the previous one, as far as we could tell.
Are you saying this part of the metaverse is Toshiro's?
I believe that's the most pragmatic explanation. I should be the only one who knows I have the evidence, so it would all fit together. Although it could be possible that my father caught on to me in the real world. But the incident at the enemy base convinced me of my theory.
Okay, let's hear it.
The password.
Oh, you mean the password you used to open the hidden door? Yeah, that was close. I still can't believe that door was actually giving me serious trouble. Oh, I get it. That was when...
Oh, flash side or flashback?
How's it looking, Oracle? Can you open it?
Oh, this lock is a bit tougher than I expected. This guy is either really paranoid or a serious scaredy cat.
Hey, let's have some fun and make this guy squeal, huh?
This is getting bad. We have to stop them.
Wait, I know how you feel, but we can't.
Oh no. It sounds like there's a tense situation going on over there.
Damn it, I can't crack the password. I'm sorry, it's gonna take me a bit longer. Come on, we just need to get past this, and then we'll be able to expose all of Yoshiki's misdeeds.
Misdeeds? Expose?
This is looking really bad. How much longer, Oracle?
Oh, I'm so close. I just gotta do something about this password.
Sorry, but I'm borrowing this for a moment.
Whoa! Hey, Pops, what are you... Huh?
I just need to input the password, right? This should do it.
It opened.
Way to go, Toshiro. You have a knack for this kind of thing, too?
Sorry, I'm just distracted by the fact that there's some food on the desk in there. Just weird. Weird detail to add.
No, that was just...
All right. Looks like we're all set on our end. Ball's in your court, guys.
I must have been able to open the door because I perceived myself exposing my father's crimes.
Couldn't you have guessed the password because he's your father?
My father is a cautious man. He would frequently change the password on these kinds of devices. Isn't it a little hard to believe that something I came up with at random was the right password?
Well, that's...
I have more evidence as well.
Okay.
There's also this place, LeBlanc.
Oh.
This place? What about it?
I had a nagging feeling there was something familiar about LeBlanc. Then it hit me. I knew this place in the real world. My being the youngest candidate for Prime Minister caused some commotion. I was uncomfortable no matter where I went.
Oh my lord. I just figured out where the story's going here for this one. Is this really going to be the Phantom Thieves were pulled in because it was a coincidence? Is this what we're going to have here? There's no great storyline, there's no great, like, they were pulled in because of the metaverse things connecting. Nah, he just liked going to the cafe.
I was overwhelmed every day, having to entertain visitors, meet other Diet members, and deal with the media. And one day, I stumbled upon LeBlanc in a back street.
Total coincidence.
From then on, I went there to find refuge whenever I wanted to be alone.
Yeah, it's so peaceful there that you can hardly tell they do business.
So you're saying LeBlanc doesn't get customers? If the chief heard that, he'd be upset.
Oh, and the coffee there is exquisite. It's possible I ran into you all there before.
Then why does this world exist? And how did you end up in it?
I wish I knew. However, if my theory turns out to be true, then it means I've dragged you all into my own problems. I'm truly sorry.
No need to apologize, man. That sort of thing doesn't bother us. Even if it turns out we're stuck here, we'll just work something out.
Yeah, I mean, we're practically pros in metaverse combat by now.
If we can't overcome this, then perhaps we were fated to be here.
But if you haven't noticed, we don't give up easily. I mean, how can I just lay down and die when there's still so many sweets I want to try?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it.
I see. You're all very tough, aren't you?
Well, we've been through a lot, so we're not going down without a fight. But don't sell yourself short, Toshiro.
Huh?
You discerned your father's motives and took action of your own volition. If you had kept quiet about it, then you would have remained his puppet. You couldn't overlook your father's crimes, so you wanted to make things right. Isn't that so?
Huh. But I didn't have the courage to.
Not at the time, right? Think about it, Toshiro. This is the same as when you confronted Marie. Just like you said, even puppets have a backbone.
Erina hasn't worked out that because the kingdom is a reflection of his cognition, then she was created by his cognition yet. That's going to be an interesting conversation.
Yes. You're right.
Or not. Depends if they go that way.
Phantom Thieves, I have a favor to ask.
You want us to do you a favor?
Yes. I'd like to make a deal with you all. Even if this world is in my mind, I still can't manipulate it at will, right? For example, I can't just wish my way out of here.
Yeah, that would probably be difficult. First of all, changing a person's heart is not an easy feat. Every time we steal someone's treasure, we're risking our lives.
In that case, there's something I have to do. I'm not going to run from my father anymore. Not even from the version of him in this world. I need to see him again and settle the score. Will you lend me a hand, Phantom Thieves? In return, I give you my word that I'll indict my father for his crimes.
Indict? I knew I was saying that wrong.
I'll come clean with everything. I'll free the political world from corruption and... No, I can't call this a deal. What you all would get in return is too ambiguous. I need a more tangible reward. Since you're Phantom Thieves, maybe some cash or jewels or even gold? But where would I get that kind of money? Would it even be legal? There must be something.
So, what should we do?
Let's help him out.
Huh?
We'll fight by your side while we're here. In exchange, you'll indict your father for his crimes in the real world. That's the deal. We don't need anything else.
You're the only one who can set your father straight.
Yeah, if there's a grown adult out there who lost their way, we're counting on you to fix him up for us.
I swear I'll fulfill my promise. You have my word. Thank you, Phantom Thieves.
Then it's a deal. Oh, Yuki-san! You came back!
Yes, it seemed like you were discussing something important, so...
Oh. I should explain things to you as well, Yuki-san. But... well... how do I put this?
It's all right. I only heard a little bit, but I was listening. Although I may not understand the finer details of your world, I know you want to win against your father, correct?
Yes.
Then it appears we have the same goal. Many people are still imprisoned in the basement of Yoshiki's castle. My only wish is to rescue them and rid the people of their suffering. So, once again, could you please lend us your strength?
Leave it to us.
Thank you very much. I'll be sure to help out as well. Well, I'm sure everyone is exhausted from all that we've been through. Let's stop this talk of battle for now and take a break. I'll make some tea for everyone.
That sounds lovely, Yuki-san. All of you should get some rest. I'll start working on our next strategy. We need to act while the Eisen squad is still in disarray, so we don't have too much time to dally.
Oh, right. If you're coming up with a strategy, I'd like to explain something to you first.
All right, let's talk over there.
I think I'll have some tea and rest for a bit.
Me too. It's about time we finally took a break.
I have some good tea leaves on hand, too. I'll bring it out once it's ready.
Okay. So, sounds like the next thing for us to do is probably deal with his father. Okay, well, before we do that... Oh, wait a second, new quests?
All right, come back
No
again
new
later.
quests! Alright. We love haiku? Sure. Let's do it. A late night poetry slam with Lord Yoshiki. What's this show supposed to be? A poetry slam, huh? It's probably that I Love Haiku show we heard about earlier. He did leave in quite a hurry, so maybe that's what he's doing now. Let's take a look at the next poem, shall we? Whoa, is this it? Geez, Flashy Mouse. Looks like we know where all his money is going. Let's see. Up next is a poem by Mr. Hopelessly in Love with Lord Yoshiki.
So that's
This
how
must
you
be a
do
show
it.
where haiku written by the citizens are presented on air. O Lord Yoshiki, my dearest Lord Yoshiki, O Lord Yoshiki. O Lord Yoshiki, my dearest Lord Yoshiki, O Lord Yoshiki. How very interesting indeed. You see, you're expressing your utmost love and respect for me by continually repeating my name. Oh ho ho, how wonderful. Is that what you thought I'd say, you idiot? You think I'm a fool? This is nothing more than empty flattery. Utterly meaningless. Love? There is no love to be found in such a poem. It doesn't even rhyme. Damn, he's really slamming their poetry.
Oh.
At this rate, he's gonna burst a blood vessel and collapse before we even fight him.
What if?
It doesn't need to rhyme if it's a haiku. I was thinking that, but okay. You think that's the problem here?
However,
Haiku have 3 lines with a 5-7-5 syllable structure. It's the art of fitting your feelings into a 17-syllable microcosm. This is an excellent opportunity for us. Let's craft poems of our own, shall we? You're up first, Ryuji. Huh? Why me? We're the Phantom Thieves and we're here in this kingdom.
Please.
Nope, got nothing. Baton pass to you, Alpax. We're the Phantom Thieves and we're here in this kingdom. In red leather tights? I have to say it because it's so out of place. Oh, shouldn't have said that, Ryuji. Panther's gonna come after you. Risking your life for your poetry. Well done, Ryuji. Hey, I wasn't even the one who said it. But she is the queen of red leather tights, isn't she?
Hey!
Why do you always keep bringing that up? Huh?
You gotta
Man,
be
I can't
kidding.
believe you guys are all worked up because of that stupid show. But while we're talking about haiku, guess I might as well give it a shot. A true Phantom Thief will always elegantly complete the mission. Each and every day, whether sleeping or awake, my skills are unmatched. Oh, I must be a genius.
Really?
Could somebody help me with mine? Alright, we got 3 GP from that. What a weird thing. No quests. Okay. Let's open prep. Okay, we're at a little bit of an odd point. It's not a battle, so let's do the mission. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was gonna say we're a little bit of an odd point because we don't have any quests to do. But yeah, let's do another one of these. Okay, advancing the story again.
Are you all well rested now?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Especially thanks to Yuki-san's delicious tea.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Glad to hear it. We've finished creating our plan as well. Before we get into the details, though, let's go over the current situation. Sakura-kun, please tell everyone what you told me earlier.
Aye, aye, sir. Back at the base, I was able to hack into the cameras and disable them. But the main control system must be in Yoshiki's castle, so I wasn't able to take it down entirely. So the town cameras are down for now, but we should expect them to be up and running again soon.
Then we'll take this opportunity to charge in and... No, that's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, that love general may be a psycho, but he's no idiot. If we charged in there now, we'd be playing right into his hands.
After all, even if the town's cameras are disabled, we still have the castle's cameras to worry about. Not to mention, there are still far too many enemies.
Our main objectives are taking down Yoshiki and rescuing the citizens in the castle's basement. To do so, we'll need to attack the castle, but we have to be pragmatic about it. Ultimately, we need to figure out a way to fool Yoshiki's cameras. I do have a plan in mind. However, we'll need a significant amount of manpower to carry it out. Yuki-san, your word seems to carry a lot of weight with the townspeople. Can you ask the people we just freed to help us?
Well, that's...
Is there a problem?
Well, asking them won't be a problem, of course, but... Perhaps it will be quicker if you see for yourselves. It should still be safe while the cameras are down. Please follow me.
Lady Yuki! And those people behind you are...
Yes, these are the travelers responsible for your freedom.
Thank you, thank you! We are in your debt! I finally got to see my child again. Now we can go back to our quiet lives.
Actually, there's something I wanted to mention.
Yuki-san, if I may. I'm truly glad to see you all safe. You have my word that this will never happen to you or your families again. And to do that, I'd like to ask for your help in defeating Yoshiki once and for all.
Defeat Lord Yoshiki? No, that's impossible. The Eisen Squad will have our heads if we defy him.
Leave them to us. We have many reliable comrades ready to fight alongside us. But we also can't succeed without your help. So, what do you say?
That's... Yes, well, I'm not sure what the others will say.
You've all realized that Yoshiki's so-called love is a facade, haven't you? You all saw the footage of what the people who were taken away are forced to deal with. If everyone rises up and takes a stand, we can put an end to all of this.
It's true that our present lives are not easy. The difficult times are indeed plentiful.
So you agree?
Maybe, but at least we're able to go on living. We've got no power to begin with anyhow. There's not much we can afford to want. And as long as we stay quiet, we're somehow able to scrape by. Besides, what will happen if we fail? Just thinking about how we might suffer even more frightens me to no end. So you see, we would rather you just let us be.
There's no other choice. We just have to accept things as they are.
No way.
So this is what Yuki-san meant.
Yes. They accept the pain in their lives, fearing that resisting would only make things worse. Yoshiki takes advantage of their weak mindsets to control them.
Okay, because they're a reflection of what Toshiro thinks, so therefore, that's what he thinks in terms of this situation. Makes sense.
Yuki-san?
No, this isn't right. Suppressing all your hopes and dreams, living in fear, crying every day. Can you really call that living? Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. Don't be afraid to fight. Take a stand beside us.
But we have to think about...
Just stop it. You can't keep...
Erina, would you let me?
Toshiro?
My friend here's quite dependable, but she has a tendency to be quick to passion. Look, I'm afraid of fighting too, and being told to do so when you're already in a powerless position is absurd. Those who already possess strength will tell you not to be afraid, and that you need to stand up for yourselves.
Hey, that's not what Erina said.
Wait, let's see how Toshiro handles this.
I understand very well how you all feel. For a long time, I was more of a coward than anyone. I was always looking for an excuse not to fight. In fact, the fear is still there. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'd much rather prefer not to fight.
That's exactly how we feel. We just want to keep things as they are.
But then, I decided to take a stand. Because no matter how badly I want to run from my fear, I don't want to lie to myself anymore.
Toshiro.
I'm not telling you to be strong. There may not even be a need for you to fight beyond your means. But at the very least, why not make an attempt to stop lying to yourselves? And after, if you still feel a desire to change the present, we're ready to do so alongside you. Those you see here with me have hearts of great strength. They will grieve and rage and give their all to fight for those who suffer. If you help us today, I promise you they will do the same. Right, Joker?
Yeah. But also, the speech is going to work because if these are cognitive versions of of his own feelings, then his own arguments against those feelings will work because it's what's already convinced himself. If that makes sense. Leave it to us.
Yeah, no way we're losing this. Trust me, if you think Yoshiki's scary, we've got some people on our team that'll make him look tame.
Why did you look at me when you said that? Mako-chan's a good person to have on your side, isn't she?
Yeah, guys, you don't have to be afraid of big ol' Uncle Love.
That's all I had to say to you. The rest you'll have to decide of your own accord. There's no need to make a decision right now, but I would like you to give it some thought. I appreciate you taking the trouble to come out here. Now, I'm sure you're all quite exhausted, so please rest up and...
I want to help. I'm afraid of fighting too. But like that gentleman said, I don't want to go on living a lie anymore. If we don't take the opportunity given to us now, I don't see us getting another one. I'm more afraid of that than I am of any pain I might be put through by Lord Yoshiki.
Yeah, I see your point. If you'll still have us, we're willing to help.
Really?
I'll spread the word to everyone else who lives in the area. This time, I'll ask them to try putting their faith in you.
Everyone, I'm sorry. No, that's not right. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Not bad, Toshiro. You had me worried for a moment there, but by the end, I was hanging on your every word.
Well, that's a politician for you.
Yeah, I guess the art of persuasion comes with the job, huh?
No, it's not like that. I was the kind of politician who only read off scripts other people prepared for me. What you saw just now, I was only speaking my mind.
Then that means your words really connected with them.
I don't know about that. It's very possible they were just swept up in the moment.
So, what's our next move? You've got a plan up your sleeve, right, Toshiro?
Yes. If we want to get into Yoshiki's castle, first we need to do something about the cameras and security. As I previously mentioned, that's going to require some extensive preparation, but... Yuki-san, the Eisen Squad has other posts besides the base we freed these people from, correct?
Yes. It's very likely they're forcing the citizens they've captured to work inside them.
Then we'll head to those first. We need to save those people, too.
You said we needed manpower, right? We'll be killing two birds with one stone by freeing everyone there.
Plus, the cameras around here shouldn't be back online for a while. So it should be a little easier to creep around unseen.
All right then, it's settled. Our targets are the remaining bases. We're going into enemy territory, so make sure you're ready for anything.
Okay. And now... Oh. Finding new allies is important, but we can't forget our own prep either. Our enemies have some bite to them lately. Maybe we can look into some new weapons, new personas. Ah, Lavenza.
Ah.
Hey, is that Miss Lavenza again? Maybe she can lend us a hand. Why don't you take the call?
Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you for answering. This is Lavenza calling. Do you remember that new ritual I spoke of? Hey. You again. How many times must I?
Oh.
Whoa. Hiya. Anyhow, I have something to tell you. Please come to the Velvet Room immediately. She seems to have her hands tied. It sounds like she has business with you too. Go check on her, would you? Okay, sure. I can do that. No problem. Oh, okay.
I should write that down.
Cool. Well, let's go find out what's happening next. Also, did I save that in the right spot? I did. Yeah. Good. Well, it's not like I could have done anything if I'd saved it in the wrong slot. Right. To the room. That's new on the right.
Greetings.
Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway. I have been waiting for you. Is there something the matter? It appears as though there is something you wish to say. What happened earlier? Oh, pardon the commotion. The children were misbehaving, but now we are getting along quite swimmingly. Aren't we? Now, I have called you here because I finished preparing an entirely new secret rite. Until now, you had created new personas by fusion.
What you're saying is...
But now you have at your disposal a secret rite that can be used to create weapons the same way. Aha, so this is how we add the extra effects to weapons. You can now fuse 2 personas to forge arms for yourselves. I already have 2. In fact, I think everybody in our group has... Oh, you mean weapons. Oh, okay. I might add that the weapons produced by this rite are considerably more powerful than those acquired by normal means. Or at least they should be. It can be unstable at times, you see. In any case, seeing is believing, as they say.
May I have a moment?
Please inform me when you've selected 2 personas to use as materials. You can now forge weapons by using personas as materials in the Velvet Room.
But soon you will know.
For
what
weapons
you
to be
must do in
forgeable, you
this
must have
world.
personas that meet the required
I'm
levels
certain you will
and
find
match the
answer.
required elements. You will lose any personas used in forging, so choose wisely before committing. Alright.
Would you like to create a weapon?
Sure. So now we can make these ones. Interesting. So you have to have like a certain thing, and it says you need these 2 things, and if you have a persona that matches these 2, then you can make it. To make an Olivier, or we can make a Cosmo Bright. Both of these require us buying. Oh, so one requires us buying, one doesn't. So can I see what these require? Oh, right. So it's just... Do you choose... Oh, I guess you choose material 2 and then the other one is just bought. Okay, so that would be Tamlin would be getting rid of. Do we want to get rid of Tamlin? No, I quite like the increased XP from battle. Let's maybe make one of these. Yes.
Select a persona.
Mitra. Sako? Does it matter? I don't know. I mean, the cost difference is so minimal, I might as well go for the more expensive one. Because it's better.
Please read this.
Okay. Sure.
You wish to withdraw this persona?
Yeah, sure. Craft this weapon. Okay. Created the weapon Olivier. Looks cool. Okay. So it's got higher range than my current weapon, it does more damage, and it has a 20% chance of applying despair. Alright. That was pretty good. Morgana. Let's just see if we've got anybody who we actually got matches with. So we have both affinities here. So I could say we're going to go with Lamia and Zalchutin, although that would get us that... we'd lose those bonuses. Yeah, that's the problem. Losing the bonuses hurts. So what are the details of these ones? So these are just straight up better. I mean, you cannot argue that these are just better. And you cannot argue that these aren't better. Let's go with Yusuke. Yours is very important. I kind of want a Lucius Arcus here, I think. Because I don't really want Freeze. I could use Isis for this one. Yeah, that seems good. I don't want to use Tamlin. I would have to buy another one. Okay. So if you want to buy one, you have to go
Are you
into
finished?
here and then like.
Would you like to look at the
buy it.
persona? And please take a look.
I just go
Do you
register.
wish to register a persona?
Sure, why not? That's fine.
Then please take a look.
So can I now make a... I'm just seeing. So if I wanted to make a Tamlin, that would cost me 5,000. So effectively, I'm saying
What
it would be 5,000 cost to forge that
Would you like to create
weapon.
a weapon?
Okay. Well, minus the fact that we're also using Isis. Sure. That's fine. Let's make it. That was not what I expected it to look like, I'll be honest with you. I do want to equip it. The range is 14! It's nuts. Okay.
Are you finished? You wish to
I can now
dismantle
I
a
can also
weapon. Which
disassemble the
weapon will
old
you
weapons.
choose?
Every single time I press the wrong button. Okay, I'm guessing by the fact that these are like Picaro Sandhawk that the upgraded
Which
or that the
weapon do you
DLC ones
choose?
are upgraded ones of like the last level of these things that you get. Does that make sense? Like last level of the basic ones from the shop? Yeah, because these appear to be better than the DLC
What
ones.
would you like to do?
Okay, interesting.
Would you like to look at the persona? Then please take a look.
I would like to rebuy Tanlin, because I really like that ability of extra XP. I bet I can probably do this. Yeah, there we go. You can jump up a little bit quicker.
Please, you wish to withdraw.
Right.
One moment, please.
That's fine.
Are you finished?
I would now like to forge a
Would
new
you like
weapon
to create a weapon?
for Haru. She's next on kind of like the big weapon front. We really want damage increases for her. What's her current weapon? It's only a 6 damage increase. I mean, the range is nice, obviously, but it's only a 6 damage increase. I suppose it does give you the status ailment as well, but you get what I'm saying. It's not insane. I suppose we could do it, though. Does it matter which one I'm going for? Doesn't really. Wait, these are the same damage, right? Yeah, I'm not really doing it for any other reason than damage, so let's just do
Select
it.
a persona.
Yeah, that's fine.
Please read. You wish to withdraw
That's
this
fine.
persona?
Craft it. So what does this one look like? Weird. Okay. Cool. Next one, we're going to go... I'm just going in order that I think they're useful. Erina, probably. We cannot make this one because we do not have a high enough sweep affinity. But we could make this one that has Memory Eater. You have to use Ari Habaki here. Okay. And then Satanta. Satanta I can get rid of. I think I can get rid of both of these. I'm okay. Yeah. Craft it. That was not what I expected that to look like, but okay. But that's a huge damage increase. That's a 15-point damage increase. So I'll take it. We should have a look for ones that actually get a big damage increase as well.
Which one will you choose?
I want to dismantle Liberty. Okay, I also want to dismantle
Which weapon will you choose?
Eraser. Cool.
Are you finished?
Let's have a look
Would
at
you
weapons.
like to create a weapon?
Who has the biggest damage increase? So yours is 3. That's a 10. 10's pretty big. That's 9. Yeah, you already have one. You already have one. Koto. That's a 5. Okay. So let's go with the 10 first. Let's go for on. So we can do this one. So that gets rid of Lamia, which doesn't really matter. And then we compendium.
Select a persona.
Oh, no, I'm not going to use DLC ones. Okay. Lamia and Zhao Chuten. Yeah, I guess we can rebuy them. Right, let's do it. Hey, the weapon Keep It Out has now been made. We will get that. I'm now going to go out of here. I'm going to
Would you like
rebuy
to look at the persona compendium? Then please take a look.
ABC. There we go. Knew I could find it easily
you wish
there.
to withdraw. One moment, please.
Okay.
Are
Then
you
we're gonna head
finished?
out here. We're gonna
You wish to dismantle a
disassemble
weapon.
stuff.
Which weapon will you choose?
That one. Okay.
What would you like to do?
Next one was
would you like to
Ryuji, I
create a
think.
weapon?
Although I'm being a little chaotic in terms of how I'm looking at these, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter which one I go for. Probably Despair would be better, just to give us something different. It's the same persona as last time.
Select a persona.
Oh, don't use the DLC. Right, you.
Select a persona.
We could use... Well, if it doesn't matter, I might as well use the cheaper one, actually. Because it doesn't seem to
Please
make any
read this.
difference whatsoever which one I use.
You wish to withdraw
yes.
this persona?
That's fine, craft it. Cool. We have the paralyzer weapon. We will now equip that. Now we head
Are
out
you
here.
finished? You
We
wish to
disassemble
dismantle a weapon?
his
Which
old weapon.
do you choose?
Okay.
What
We then
would you
head
like
out
to do?
here. We
Would
go
you
in
like
here.
To look at the persona and please take a look.
ABC at the bottom. Rebuy this one.
You wish to withdraw. One moment, please.
Okay. Back
Are
out
you
here.
finished? Would you like to create a weapon?
Who are we missing? So we've done you. We done Makoto? Not done Makoto. We did Erina. Yeah, we haven't done you yet. So it's Makoto. Yeah, it's Makoto and Morgana. Let's do Morgana next, if we have one. It was Anzu.
Select a persona.
And these are DLC. So Morgana doesn't have one that we can get right now. Makoto. Apparently we have both of them on us. Chiron-san. Yeah, I think that was fine. Oh, and then we have to use Mothman for the other one anyway. I'm not actually that worried about Mothman. We can get rid of both of those. Let's get rid of them for Gear Hunter. Now I got Gear Hunter. Sure. So the only person who doesn't have a new weapon currently is Morgana. Alright. Cool.
What would you like to do?
Well, we could do some fusing of personas if we wanted to.
Make your
What does Morgana need?
Would you like to create a weapon?
Morgana needs... So you already have the first one of Anzu. You need a burn affinity of 31 or higher.
The awakening of a
Okay.
new... Now then, make
Let's
your
see.
decision.
Oh, I guess I could do a fuse by result.
Which persona will you choose?
Burn affinity of 32 or higher. So any of these being fused together would do it. Principality Lilum, Anzu, King... What does Kinki give us? Yeah, I don't care. Yours is fine. Yeah, let's make a Aramitama. Doesn't really matter, but I guess this one.
Is this persona? Please wait just a moment.
Good. So we now have it. One of the 4 aspects of Shinto thought, it is the power to grant ferocity. It's said to aid in one's bravery, growth, and endeavors, though it can lead in a negative direction.
Are you
Okay, so
finished?
now what I can do is I can
Would you
forge
like
a new
to create a
weapon.
weapon?
For Morgana, we can now fuse this one. We fuse it with Aramitama, and we now
Select
take
a
Anzu
persona.
out of there.
Please
Wonderful.
read this. You wish to withdraw this persona?
Yes. Wonderful. So we now have Antares. We will now equip it. Wonderful. So Morgana now has a new
What
weapon.
would you like to do? You
we now
wish to
disassemble
dismantle
weapon
a
for
weapon.
Morgana.
Which one will you choose?
This one. And then we're going to disassemble
Which
Makoto's
weapon
one
will you
as
choose?
well. There we go. Wonderful.
Are you finished?
Right. Now
You
we
wish
could
to
actually
perform
do
a-
fusing
Now then,
personas if we wanted to,
make
although
your
we only have
decision.
4 left, so... I think we're fine. Yeah, we only have 4 left, so...
What would you like
We'll
to
leave it
do?
there.
Well then, have a pleasant day.
Well, we all have new weapons. That's kind of cool. Anything else to do?
Which
No
until next
quests. There is a new talk. Let's do the talk then, because... yeah, then we're getting close to the mission. Also, the mysteries Erina faces. Ooh. Okay. Is this going to be deeper? Or is this going to be superficial?
Listen!
What's the matter, Erina? You haven't said a word. Perhaps you are hungry. Whenever I'm hungry, I stand perfectly still and reduce all energy usage.
Not exactly.
It's not that. I've just been trying to sort out everything that's happened in my head. Like the fact that Yoshiki is Toshiro's father and that he's probably doing bad things in your world too.
Yes.
I understand. Even we have a hard time keeping up with it all. If this does happen to be the world of Toshiro's heart, there's still so many mysteries.
Is that so?
Those things you call palaces, if they are worlds created from the cognition of a person, then could this be a palace that I created? A palace is a world that the person's shadow presides over, and where hordes of other shadows run wild. Legionnaires have many similarities to shadows. Perhaps Toshiro's is somewhere in here as well.
But
this place is quite different to what you all know, isn't it? Miss Lavenza was also saying something similar. The rules we've come to know don't seem to apply here. At the very least, Mari and Yoshiki both appear as if they're creations of my cognition. Yeah, they're some kind of cognitive forms, alright. Considering how Mari and my father's appearances were based on my point of view, it certainly makes sense. But there is something I don't understand. What about the other people living in this world? And that includes... Yeah. That's what I've had on my mind this whole time too. Who am I, really? If this is the world of Toshiro's heart, and you Phantom Thieves came from the real world, then what about me? Am I one of those cognitive thingies too? But then, wouldn't that mean that Toshiro knows Erina from somewhere? You sure you don't know anything, Toshiro? Yes, I don't know anything. So then, maybe Erina's different.
However,
you must also consider that Toshiro's memory is not in a complete state. That makes situations like this difficult to know for sure. What do you think, Alpax? Can't know for sure yet.
I see.
Right, I guess that's true. Crazy world we're in, huh? Haha, sorry. I started thinking about complicated things and it makes me lose my head a little. I'm the only one who doesn't know about the world Toshiro and you are all from. It just makes me nervous. Erina-chan. Hey, how about you take a break from thinking about all these things? There's not a single doubt in my mind that Erina's our partner, and that's all that matters.
I agree with that.
Instead of getting weighed down by trying to figure this all out, let's think simple.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, we just have to stay positive. I do understand your worries, Erina. But either way, we're not getting home until we solve the mysteries of this world. And if we ever learn something new, we'll think it through all together.
Thank you.
Morgana, everyone, thank you. Now it's time to focus on taking down Yoshiki. Let's get ready.
That's right.
Yes, you're an important asset to our efforts. From here on out, things will get serious. We need to prepare as best we possibly can. Right. 3 more GP. Okay. I'll have a quick look at our GP in skills. Hey, we do have new skills that we can get. What's the new skill? Not that interested. I'm kind of more interested in this, honestly. Oh, wait a second, I can get increased SP? Honestly, that doesn't really even matter. Yeah. Just seeing what these are. No, none of these matter. We could, however, go with this one. Increase the damage of Iha skills. Sure, let's do that. That probably matters a little bit more. Anyone else? Morgana? Yeah, I'll give you extra HP. That's fine. And we could go here, but yeah, you still don't have enough to actually upgrade to the next level of anything, so there's no point. Cool. Well.
Time to write.
That's us done the episode. We didn't do any combat this time, but we got some sort of confirmed answers. It seems like some of the stuff that we've come up with so far is correct. So we know that this is Toshiro's cognitive world, which we kind of already had a very good inkling of. They've suggested it could be like a palace. I still think it's like a created palace or a way of controlling him via brainwashing or something, but we're not quite there yet. We know that Erina could be cognitive, or something else, or someone he knows. I'm still erring on the side that Erina is him, but I'm not sure. And we know that Yuki could potentially be his mother, but we haven't talked about Yuki yet in terms of the mysteries. But yeah, Yuki could be his mother in his head, so his cognitive version of a mother. Huh. Okay. Well, a lot of things to parse through, but we'll find out the answers to some of these. I was going to say next time, but that's far too optimistic. In due course, let's go with. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.